Elena,
Hi, my name is Karen.
and we're gonna do the greeting. We're gonna do the elbow greeting. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, Elena. Please greet your neighbors.
Hi, can we please have a moment of silence for all those that have been innocently killed during a racist act? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The birthdays are Kendrick Borges, Leah DeBancourt, Louisa Gergen.
Dylan Pacheco, Ben Parker, and Nayeli Vera.
Miss Hayman's homeroom read a book called Stamped. It is about racism, anti-racism, and it's about you. This book was written by Jason Reynolds as a part of this year's Global Read Aloud project. This book is a remix of Dr. Ibram Kennedy's book Stamped from the Beginning. We think Black history should be taught as a part of American history all throughout the year, in all of the grades at school, as a part of all our history. Not a separate, segregated topic. This is an example of building an anti-racist America. Dr. Kennedy says a racist idea is any idea that suggests something is wrong or right, superior or inferior, better or worse about a racial group. An anti-racist idea is any idea that suggests racial groups are equals. Racist is an anti-racist ideas have lived in human minds for nearly 600 years. Born in Western Europe in the mid-1400s, racist ideas then traveled to colonial America and have lived in the United States from its beginning. The first step we can take to building an anti-racist America is acknowledging America's racist past. By acknowledging America's racist past, we can acknowledge America's racist present. In acknowledging America's racist present, we can work towards building an anti-racist America. An anti-racist America where no racial group has more or less, or it's thought of a more or less. An anti-racist America where the people no longer hate on racial groups or try to change racial groups. An anti-racist America where our skin color is irrelevant as the colors of our clothes over our skin.
Hello, I am Zach Potter, and I will be telling you about the definition of a segregationalist. The definition from Dr. Ibram Kendi was segregationists think there's something wrong with Black people and they can't be changed for the better. The segregationists try to get away from Black people. They try to separate Black people from white people educationally, physically, scientifically, socially, politically, and emotionally. Jason Reynolds' definition was segregationists are haters, like real haters, people who hate you for not being like them. Just a brief history of the word segregationalist is that at the beginning of the founding of our country, segregationists believed that animalistic Black people were fit for slavery. The racist ideas followed to justify slavery in order to keep the segregationists making a lot of money off of slavery. These racist ideas make people ignorant about racism and hateful of racial groups. This led to the systematic racism in our country's democratic foundation and its education system as well.
Hi, I'm Rennie. In the words of Dr. Ibram Kendi, assimilationists think there is something wrong with Black people and that Black people are to blame for racial inequity. The assimilationists believe Black people as a group can be changed for the better. The assimilationists try to transform Black people. Assimilationists believe that if Black people work hard and stay out of trouble, they can separate themselves from the other Black people, become more like white people, what they consider the superior race. In the words of Jason Reynolds, assimilationists are people who like you, but only with quotation marks, like you, meaning they like you because you're like them.
An anti-racist idea is any idea that suggests that racial groups are equal. The anti-racists say there's nothing wrong or right about black people and everything wrong with racism. The anti-racists say racism is the problem in need of changing, not black people. The anti-racists try to transform racism.
Too many people think because slavery has ended, racism has ended. This is obviously not true. There is still so much racism in our country today. Every year, for every 100,000, about 1,000 people with an African American heritage get killed for not doing anything to harm anyone. Dr. Ibram Kendi said, young black males were 21 more times likely to be killed than police than their white counterparts between 2010 and 2012, according to federal statistics. The underrecorded, under-analyzed racial disparities between female victims of lethal police force may be even greater. Black people are 5 times more likely to be incarcerated than whites. Some of my classmates are going to share some examples of present-day racism.
There's an African proverb that goes, "Speak my name and I will live forever." Today our class would like to remember and honor just a small sampling of those that were killed because of the color of their skin. Ryan and I will be doing this by saying their names and what they were doing when they were killed. Anthony Hill, mental health crisis. John Crawford III, holding a fake gun in Walmart while talking to his family on the phone. Reka Boyd, walking in a park with her friends. Trayvon Martin, walking home after buying Skittles and iced tea. Elijah McClain, walking home from the store. DJ Henry, parking his car. Ahmaud Arbery, jogging. Oscar Grant, celebrating the new year with friends. Tamir Rice, playing with a fake gun with his friends and sisters. Ayanna Stanley Jones, sleeping in her house.
William Green for sitting. Jordan Edwards for sitting in a car. Maurice Jordan unarmed. Robert Forbes protesting. Rashad Brooks for sleeping in a car. Jonathan Price for stopping a fight. Julian Lewis for driving. Cameron Tillman being with his friends. Dante Parker riding a bike. Yvette Smith opening a door.
Jason Reynolds, anti-racist, should be held up as symbols of hope for taking potential and turning it into power. We should all do the same. We will take what we've learned and help build an anti-racist America, a place where we can be.
Now, introducing Mr. Weiland.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, yes, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Sing with us. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
In place of the cakewalk, the PTO is hosting the cake competition this year. Share a photograph of an original and delicious cake by Tuesday, February 16th. Also, support the 5th grade Shenandoah trip by purchasing a box of chocolate-covered Oreos.
Ba ba da ba da ba da ba ba.